African savanna. The Great Migration and the challenges in the land of predators. On the vast Serengeti plains, one of the planet's most spectacular natural events is about to begin: the Great Migration. Around 1.5 to 2 million wildebeest, over 200,000 zebras, and 500,000 Thomson's gazelles all take part in this grueling journey. From January to March, the rainy season brings a new life. In just 2 to 3 weeks, more than 500,000 wildebeest calves are born on the green pastures. Rapid growth is crucial. Within minutes of birth, calves must run to escape predators' fangs. But the rains never last. By April, the grass begins to dry up, forcing the herds northward. The burning dry season transforms the savanna into a field of death, driving animals to seek greener pastures. This journey spans over 1,600 kilometers, crossing rivers, grasslands, deserts, and predator territories. Every individual, whether young or old, is compelled to move forward. There is no turning back. Harsh heat and scorching sun, yet hunger and thirst pose even greater threats. Water is the lifeblood, but when the rains fade, it vanishes, fueling an irresistible drive to migrate. They move constantly, tens of kilometers each day, following the rains and fresh grazing lands. Migration is instinct, a genetic memory etched through thousands of years of evolution. By June-July, they face a deadly challenge, crossing the Serengeti River, where giant crocodiles lie in ambush. Ancient predators with steel-trap jaws turn the river into a graveyard for thousands. Yet strength lies in numbers. When the mass of animals plunges in together, survival tilts in their favor. The sacrifice of one is the price paid for the survival of others, the harsh cycle of nature. In August-September comes the climax, the Mara River crossing, the most brutal trial of the entire migration. Crossing into the Masai Mara means not only crocodiles, but also lions, leopards, and hyenas waiting in ambush. With speeds of 110 km/h, cheetahs turn the savanna into a deadly racetrack. Hyenas, the opportunists, are ready to tear apart the weakest prey. In this world, a single moment of hesitation can mean death. On this battlefield, a lapse in vigilance is a fatal mistake. The herds know the dangers that await, but the journey cannot stop. They must keep moving. The migration surges like a storm, relying on numbers to protect each individual. Their greatest strength is the herd itself. Zebras and wildebeest often travel together. Their alliance heightens awareness against predators. The young are shielded in the center of the herd, a living fortress. But the weak are always left behind, an unavoidable cruelty of survival. On the African savanna, the death of one feeds many others, a cycle repeated endlessly. Vultures, hyenas, and countless scavengers play their role as nature's cleanup crew. At last, after months of hardship, they reach the promised land. But the migration never truly ends. The journey begins anew each year. The Great Migration, a testament to strength, sacrifice, and the eternal cycle of nature. Brutal battles, baboons and chimpanzees. As dawn paints the African sky in crimson, a complex society awakens. Baboons are widely distributed across Africa, especially abundant in Kenya, Tanzania, and southern regions. They prefer semi-open habitats, savannas interspersed with woodland, places with both grass and trees for cover. Baboons live in large troops, sometimes over 100 individuals, a tightly knit society with a strict hierarchy. They travel far in search of food, from grass, fruits, seeds, and insects to small animals. At the center of the troop stands the alpha male, the one who controls reproduction and territory. But that position is always challenged as younger males strive to gain access to females. Battles erupt. Dust fills the air, roars echo across the savannah. Canine teeth up to 5 centimeters long make baboons among the most fearsome primates. These fights decide everything, from territorial dominance to mating rights. The victorious male wins exclusive access to females in estrus. The defeated is forced to withdraw, living on the margins or in exile. Yet despite their ferocity, baboons bond, grooming each other to maintain social ties. Their territories are usually anchored to water sources, the lifeline of the troop. In another case, when threatened, the entire troop may unite to fight back, even against leopards or jackals. But the greatest danger often comes from within, the battles for power. Baboon society is upheld by blood and dominance, a cycle without end. The Congo rainforest, one of the planet's last green lungs. It is home to humanity's closest relatives, chimpanzees and bonobos. Chimpanzees, the wise ones of the forest. They skillfully use tools to obtain food, an act requiring intelligence and learning. Unlike chimpanzees, bonobo society is female-dominated. They resolve conflicts not with violence, but with gestures of peace and sexual behavior. In another forest of Southeast Asia, orangutans spend nearly their entire lives in the trees. They are the most solitary of the great apes, with the strongest bond being that between mother and child. Life in the forest demands agility and dexterity. Monkeys, such as proboscis monkeys, have evolved unique traits to adapt to their own environments. Back in Congo, the peaceful society of bonobos is a model of cooperation. They share food and care for each other, creating a rare harmony in the wild. Yet even in the rainforest, life is not always peaceful. Primates often compete fiercely over limited resources. A hunt. Unlike bonobos, male chimpanzees often cooperate to hunt smaller monkeys. Meat is a precious source of protein. and strengthens male alliances. The contrast between primate societies reveals astonishing diversity in survival strategies, shaped by their habitats and evolutionary histories. When victorious, the stronger group expands its territory, ensuring abundant food supplies. The defeated lose land, reproductive rights, and sometimes their lives. Chimpanzees are both intelligent and brutal, a reflection of both wisdom and the darker side of nature. Yet like baboons, they also bond through embraces and gentle calls. This very bond is what sustains them after long battles. Whether on the savanna or in the rainforest, baboons and chimpanzees, two primate species, two warriors of nature. In the spiral of survival, victory does not belong only to the strongest, but to those who can adapt.